Hello guys, welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're going to react to House of Dragon Season 1 Episode 2. Guys, the last episode, or rather the first episode, we got introduced to hella characters. And I have to say I love all of them, bro. Like a lot of irony, like the current king was given the crown because the rightful heir was a girl. And now that he got pissed at his brother, he named his only daughter the new heir, which is kind of controversial considering the queen that never was is right there, and she didn't get chosen because you said she's a female, and now all of a sudden it's okay. And for you of all people to do it, right? He named a female heir even though he got the crown by being the only male. That is crazy, bro. The audacity is crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if the queen that never was staged a rebellion or something, right? Also, I think the prince, or rather the current king's brother, the uncle to the new heir, I think he's cool as hell, bro. The actor, yo, this was a good casting in my opinion. Even the king is a good casting, and I like the new heir as well. The little queen, bro, right? The princess, I like her. And I thought at the beginning her and her uncle had a connection, but I guess not. I don't know, we'll find out, because the Targaryens are right, noteworthy for, you know, inbreedings because of the power of the dragons and all that. So yeah, this is complex, but yo, that first episode was also shocking. My man, the king, choosing a child over his wife and then losing both of them. That was crazy. That was low-key woke a little, right? that was crazy. Like, she didn't even have the right to say or anything. She just said, sorry, my love, it's gonna be okay, while making the decision to kill her. And they did a cesarean section with no anesthesia, knowing full well they can't stop the bleeding, she's gonna bleed out. Crazy, bro, crazy. But that being said, I ain't gonna prolong this that much. If you enjoy my reactions, feel free to share, subscribe, like, leave a comment, join the Patreon, support your boy, Discord, all that. Let's go, man. We're gonna skip the intro, or was that a recap? I don't know, but we're skipping it. I remember what happened. Yeah, this is the intro. Oh, it's the same soundtrack. Interesting.
Yes, Your Grace. He was found to have passed gently in his sleep. His remains are being prepared by the Silent Sisters. The succeeding Lord Commander, Sir Harold, would like to make haste in finding Sir Ryan's replacement on the King's Guard.
Stepstones have now grown into a conflagration, yet you sit here and dither about court business.
If you've something to discuss, Lord,
I want to know what is to be done about my ships and my men.
The Crown will compensate you for your ship and crew and make an offering to the men's family.
I don't want compensation.
Well, I don't get it. Why don't they want to fight those people that ruined his 4 ships? This ain't about compensation. It's about them not respecting the crown. Your crown. Why do you not care about this? What is happening here, right? Also, this is the husband of the queen that never was. So if anybody's to stage a rebellion, it's him, for the new, like the current king choosing his female daughter as a new heir.
I want to seize the Stepstones by force and burn out this crab feeder.
I am not prepared to start a war with the Free Cities.
Have dragon riders, father.
I mean, yeah, you have dragons. Like, what is... Why are you afraid?
Send us.
Exactly. Like, aren't you conquerors? Like, just go
Isn't
in.
that simple, Rhaenyra?
Yes, it is.
It would be a show of force.
At least the princess has a plan.
Yeah.
There's some better use for the princess's talents, Your Grace.
Yo, my man just said, girl shouldn't speak at the council.
Why don't you take the princess to see about the new King's Guard posting, Lord Commander?
Nah, this is disrespectful, right? She's the heir. He declared her the heir, and now you're not gonna let her speak? Now, these guys are pieces of shit, bro. Why would you, like, this just pissed me off, man. So they spited his brother and named her the heir, and yet they still have a problem about her being a girl and her speaking out freely at the council, even though she's there in the room. Nah, bro, this was disrespectful. If I was her, I would remember all their names and faces, and when I take office, yo, some heads are gonna fly.
Traveling through the King's Wood on his way to King's Landing, Sir Desmond recently brought a would-be poacher to justice.
So she's to choose. Okay, but yeah, Daemon was expelled. He was banished from the kingdom, right, in the last episode, because the king is afraid that he means him harm, even though he really doesn't. I don't think he does, right? So they just said that he conquered with his forces a castle and is laying siege to it for like half a year, and they're not doing anything. Something like that, right? So he's against his brother now. Like, they're at odds.
You saw combat in the Stormlands?
Dornish marches, Princess. I fought for a year as a foot soldier against the Dornish incursions.
Hey?
Sir Arlen Dondarrion knighted me after we raised 2 of the watchtowers along the Burnway.
And you, Sir Kristen Cole?
Let's not be too hasty.
Is that the guy that fought her uncle as a knight in the first episode? The guy that defeated her uncle low-key. Is that him, or am I tripping? I'm mixing him up.
Yes. There's no doubt Sir Kristen is a fine warrior, but houses such as Crickle and Mallister are important allies of the crown.
She outsmarted you. You told her to shut up at the council table, and you brought her here. You brought her here to silence her, and now she's like, "Hey, you chose this, bitch. I'ma talk here or there, but either way, I'm gonna be heard." She's gonna do things her way.
It's built into a volcano.
Do you believe that Westeros can be another Valyria, Your Grace?
That depends whether you speak of the freehold at its height or at its fall. Over 1,000 dragons, a navy large enough to span the seas of the world.
1,000 dragons.
The glory of old Valyria will never be seen again.
They were too powerful. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm fully sure that the Hand of the King knows what he's doing, bro. This is his daughter, and he's constantly putting her into situations to be one-on-one with the king, bro. I'm telling you. In the end, he gonna bang her, she gonna bear him a son, and that's all he wanted, right? And then a new heir is gonna be proclaimed, and that's what the Hand of the King wants. He wants that dynasty. He wants to enter into the royal bloodline. Yeah, that's why he's constantly pushing her to spend time with the king.
You do not mention our talks to Rhaenyra, do you?
Oh, here we go. He wants this to be a secret.
I fear that she wouldn't understand them.
No, Your Grace.
Yeah, because it looks weird. This girl's probably 15 too. You're like, what, 60? Nah, she's here with the plan, bro. I'm telling you. Her father's pushing her. Okay. You know, not only is she gonna sleep with her dad, but she's also gonna bear him a son probably and take her heir, right? She's not gonna be the heir anymore. She's gonna double cross her best friend. Yeah, don't thank her yet. I don't trust her. Tell me in the comments if I'm the only one, bro. I'm sussing her. And her dad, especially her dad.
Your Grace.
I'm glad we could meet. I know tempers ran hot today, but I wanted to assure you how much I value the bond between our houses.
It was not my intent to make offense.
I mean, this is interesting. These guys are really respectful. I also like the fact that even though he took the throne, they always kept them close. The real royal family, right? The previous royal family. So I find that very respectful, and they seem to have a very good relationship. It's not a hate relationship. They're not passive-aggressive towards one another. They seem to genuinely like each other, right? Which I find very strange after Game of Thrones, because everybody was cutthroat in Game of Thrones, right? Here, the queen that never was seems chill, and her husband as well. And even though they have a male heir and he declared his female heir an heir, they don't seem to care. Very interesting. So I was wrong about that.
Your fleet is one of the realm's most important assets, Lord Corlys. But you must understand, as king, it is my obligation to avoid war until such time it is unavoidable.
True.
Do you have a specific course of action to propose, my lord?
Join our families. Wed our daughter Lena. Unite the 2 great surviving Valyrian houses.
You could not ask for a stronger match than Lena.
Wait, they have a daughter too, or? Whoa, so he is to remarry with the original Targaryen household, thus merging the 2 remaining families together.
Sir Harold provided a fine field of tawny knights.
Oh?
But in questioning them, I discovered that Sir Kristen was the only man among them with true battle experience.
What?
I held an audience earlier today.
His whole body is
with
falling
Lord
apart.
Corlys and Princess Rhaenys.
That was most charitable of you, Your Grace. I'm sure Lord Corlys appreciated the spirit of it.
He proposed a marriage.
To whom? Your Grace?
The Lady Lena. To combine the strength of our houses. I do fear what Rhaenyra might think.
What does it matter, Your Grace? Her mother has passed. Her father must propagate the royal line.
But she was named heir.
The workers at Spice Town report hearing her song at times. They say it's a sad thing.
I imagine even dragons get lonely.
Okay, so now I understand why the Hand of the King said she's quite young. I thought he was referring to the age of his daughter. Like 15. This is crazy, bro. This is like 10. Like, nah. Hell no. Hell no. What the hell are you talking about? But I guess this was those times, right? Where this wasn't so strange. And he's doing it out of duty. You can see that he's uncomfortable too, but damn.
Your Grace, it would be a great honor to join our houses as they were in Old Valyria. I would give you many children of pure Valyrian blood so that we might strengthen the royal line and the realm.
Is that what your father told you to say?
Yeah, exactly. Because what do you know about giving him children?
But I understand the order of things. I'm not sure you do.
Maybe that's why she's not jealous of her. Because she knows she's never going to see the throne. She just said, I understand the orders of things, and men will always find a way to circumvent a female being put on the throne. I think that's what she means. Like, that's why she's not at all jealous.
You mean to elicit some anger from me? You should know that you're failing, Princess.
Quite the opposite. Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne. And your father is no fool.
Listen, this is a good plot, solid writing and all that. I can't help but feel like it's a little bit woke, right? The first scene in the first episode about the woman, like the man choosing the woman to die over a male heir, and now her saying, like, I understand in those times that did happen, so I get it's a solid plot. But in today's times where everybody like woke shit ruins everything, right? So I'm just afraid they don't go too far with it, right? But so far, I like it. Like, so far, I like it. It's valid. I'm just afraid they might overdo it, right, in the future. If it stays like this, then it's valid because it's according to the times. This sort of thing is valid. Like, it did happen. And, yeah, she has a point. But this is interesting. Like, that's why she's not jealous of her. She actually is advising her, low-key teaching her. Like, don't get your hopes up. Because chances are you ain't seeing that throne, right? So that's very interesting. I gotta respect her for that.
Lord Corlys Balarian has offered the hand of his daughter, the Lady Lena.
Very strong match, Your Grace.
Okay, I'm just waiting.
Admit, I don't know Lena very well.
Of course you don't. I hope you don't. She's 10! And she might not even be 10 yet. That's crazy. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop with this girl. Is she gonna start hitting on him? Giving him signals that she might be considered as a future wife? Because this guy, Otto, probably has a strong bloodline as well. He's the hand of the king.
She's good and kind. And that she will enjoy your company. As I have, Your Grace.
See, as I have, Your Grace.
Your Grace, I've called the small council to an emergency session.
Why?
I think it best you hear it directly.
What happened?
Very well.
This is nothing less than sedition.
I strongly agree, sire.
My brother wishes to provoke me.
So wait, it's that girl we saw him hang out with while he was here, and he went away with her to Dragonstone, conquered it, and now somebody snuck in, stole a dragon egg because he is to have a child, and that's tradition in the Targaryen household that they don't have dragon eggs over there in Dragonstone, so he like sent a man here to sneak one out. Yeah, this is provocation, bro. Okay, so maybe they were right about Daemon, right, wanting the throne. Or maybe he's just pissed off that the council threw him out and the brothers supported it, so now he's giving them a hard time. I don't know. I need more from Daemon to understand his character, because he is a bit erratic based on the first episode, and yeah, he's unpredictable.
To answer is to give him what he wants.
The realm is watching, Your Grace.
What would you have me do? Send him to the wall?
Yeah.
Perhaps I could put his head on a spike.
Daemon has seized Dragonstone, has surrounded himself with an army of gold cloaks, and has now stolen a dangerous weapon.
A detachment, Otto.
No, not his brother, for his son that died. Her brother. That's the egg he stole? Ooh, that is a provocation. Because first he was caught celebrating the passing of his son, because that would mean him the rightful heir. That's why he was banished. And now he stole the dragon egg that was meant for his dead son. Nah, that's provocation. He basically said, you don't need this anymore. Damn.
I will go to Dragonstone and drag Daemon back to face justice myself.
My apologies, Your Grace, but I cannot allow it. It's too dangerous.
I've assembled 20 of your best household guards, my Lord Hand. Sahara will also join us.
Please look after the hands, Sir Kristen.
Poor girl. Right? I thought she was in on this, that she wanted this. She doesn't. Looks like she's just prey for her father to, like a tool for her father to use to gain power.
Welcome to Dragonstone, Otto.
Your occupation of this island is at an end. You're to relinquish the dragon's egg, disband your army, banish your whore.
Woo! Disrespectful.
And leave Dragonstone by order of His Grace King Viserys.
Where is the king? I don't see him.
You've never survived this.
Well, happily, neither would you.
To choose violence here is to declare war against your king.
Wonderful.
Wonderful?
Even if it ends in the death of your unborn child and its mother.
Ooh, he's confident that it won't. Yeah, Otto, you're too old for this, bruh. Oh, a dragon? Oh, another dragon? Is it the king? Oh, it's gonna be the princess. I knew it. She came. She's not afraid of her uncle. Woo! She approached him. And she's not afraid at all. Look at him. He's impressed, low-key. Walking away and giving the egg back. Nah, that's what he wanted. He provoked them, he poked them, but yeah, she liked that. She was like, I called your bluff, bitch.
You announced that we were to be wed?
On the morrow.
And that I was with child.
He lied.
Your child.
Perhaps when we are wed, we can make that true.
I ensured long ago that I would never be threatened by childbirth or station. I came to you to be liberated.
Liberated? From what?
Fear. I knew it! I knew she was gonna say fear. That was cold. She just wants to feel safe, and you playing these games because you're bored makes her, you know, a target.
And she has Targaryen blood. What's to mislike?
She is 12.
She's 12.
She
looks
mature.
10. She will mature. My man just said, but give it time. Shut the hell up. She's 12.
I never asked to remarry.
As king, you have a claim on all things. Even those you don't want. Marriage is not an obligation you can put off for long.
Nah, bruh. To be forced to marry like this? Insane.
Your Grace, the princess has returned from Dragonstone.
Dragonstone.
He didn't even know she was going. But she was victorious.
You went to Dragonstone.
And retrieve the egg without bloodshed.
Yeah.
A feat I'm not sure Sir Otto could have accomplished alone.
Exactly. No chance in hell.
Well,
he knew.
I could never replace your mother. No more than I intend to replace you as heir.
Oh?
But you are my only heir. And our line is vulnerable. Too easily ended.
So is he gonna declare now officially that he'll marry Lady Lena? I thought Otto fully wanted his daughter to try and seduce him, but I guess he was too late.
I have decided to take a new wife.
Okay, why is Otto's daughter there at the council table right beside him? Is he about to say, no, I have a new proposal, and propose his daughter, knowing full well they already spent time together and she's of age? Maybe that's what's gonna happen.
I intend to marry.
Oh, maybe he's gonna choose. Ain't no way. Ain't no way he's gonna choose.
The Lady Alicent Hightower.
Ain't no way he chose by
Before
himself.
Spring's End.
Nah, Otto did something. Otto outplayed him. I just want to know, did Otto suggest it behind closed doors like this guy tried to do? Knowing full well that the king already spent a lot of time with his daughter intentionally because he told his daughter to constantly visit him. Or did the king decide this himself because he feels a better connection with her? Also, I find it very intriguing that this guy wants to get closer to the throne and to the main bloodline more than the queen that never was, his wife, right? So that's very, very interesting.
But unlike the Targaryens, we were no dragon lords. For centuries, my house had to scratch out an existence from the sea with grit and luck. I've always thought of you and I as having been made from the same cloth.
Who's he talking to? Demon. Oh, he's gonna...
It was never my brother's strongest trade.
What?
War.
Being king.
Jesus.
The Crab Feeder is backed by powerful entities within the Free Cities who wish to see Westeros weakened. Our worth is not given.
We take it.
It must be made.
Yo, are they gonna team up? Now this is a good actor. Look at him. He has a face for this role. I never seen this actor anywhere else. Like, this is the first time I've ever seen this actor, but it seems like he's built for this right role. I like this actor, man. The princess as well, and the king. Very good actors. Even this guy, right? That's plotting against the king, but it's bold for him to call the king's brother. And, right? He's just assuming that Daemon's gonna betray his brother. I like how he told him, I will talk about my brother the way, however I want. But you won't, bish. Yo, that was cold. That was cold. But he is thinking about it, right? And if they go there and conquer those guys with the crabs, it's gonna, right? It might start a war. And then the king's gonna be the one that's gonna have to deal with it. He's gonna see it as a direct provocation for his brother again. And this guy. Now, this is not gonna end well, but I love this. The plot is crazy. The plot is just building up and building up and building up. But this episode was so good. It had so many great scenes. The scene where the current heir to the throne, the daughter, just approaches Daemon and telling him, yo, here I am. I'm your only obstacle. Kill me now and end this. And Daemon just... Bish, you called my bluff. I still like you. And he just gave her the egg and turned around. That was powerful. I sense a chemistry there, but I completely called it. Otto was plotting that from the start to kind of get his daughter in there to be the next queen, man. And like I said, the current heir, his daughter was prepared for the little girl, because that made sense. But for him to marry her best friend, you completely lost her there, man. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. But I'm here for it. That being said, I ain't gonna applaud this that much. I really enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Love you. Enjoy. And bye.